G'day YouTube. Thought I'd do welcome back to my channel, I should say. Thought I'd do something a bit more fun today and look at this little pyracantha or firethorn. Now this is my little boy's tree. He got it a while ago, but he doesn't really look after it as mostly what happens with kids. They love the look of it and everything, but then they just let me take over. Anyway, so this is all about really basic bonsai. Now if you're a beginner, you probably start out with a tree like this. Just looks like a little cascading, it's got a nice little trunk there, it's got a cascading branch, but what happens is they grow long and out of shape. So it's like just a bit of maintenance, just a bit of wiring, and just to get it back into shape. I know I'm just pulling off these little yellow leaves. It's unfortunately, it's all not unfortunately, but it's coming to winter now, or close to. But yeah, just very basic bonsai. Like if you've got a tree like this and you're just starting out, which you might have long whips and long little trees, etc. Just try and get some wire on the tree. That's what I'm trying to. That's all you really need to focus on. Now I'm going to show you. So I've got this branch here, which is kind of at the top here. It's very long and out of shape. I've got this little one here, but I'm going to leave that alone. But I've got this one, and I've got this really long one down here. Now I want to show you. I want to wire that one and that one with one wire, and just show you the basics of bending it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but sometimes it's important to know what to do. So I usually try and get at least if it's aluminium, probably half to at least the same size of the branch I'm trying to bend. I like to use slightly, people say half the size of the branch, but I think you need more sometimes. More, like if you get close to the thickness, it can be good, but just under the thickness of the branch that you're trying to wire. Now you're trying to estimate, for example, how much you need. So I'm going to be wiring this one. So imagine I've got this branch, and I'll probably leave about another third extra on top, and then I'll pretend I'm wiring it all the way down. So if I'm going to wire it all the way down here, and another third, so I'm going to cut it off about there. So I'll go maybe a third on each end. Sometimes you waste a little bit, no big deal. It is what it is. So pretty much just going to start with this. So I've pretty much copied the shape of the branches I'm going to wire, and then I start wiring. I just want to make sure I'm focused. So give me a second. Yep, you can pretty much see that. That's good news. So it's pretty straightforward. I start pretty much, in this case the tree's small enough to not need to worry about which direction you're going to wire, but this is good enough for now. I like to just always plan in my mind which way I want to wire. So if I go from underneath and I wire it like this, the bottom of the wire is going to be pointing that way, so that means I can bend the branch that way. Much easier, which is probably a good idea, because what I want to try and do probably with this branch is maybe maybe I want to go this way. Maybe we're trying to create a nice little apex and bring it down. So I think that could be good that way. Let's try this one. We're going to go down this way, and this one doesn't matter because I'm just going to put twists and turns in it, so it's not too fast. So I might just be careful. I might go this way. So I'm going to come over. I'm going to come under the branch. And now you just want to make sure, so I've just done one loop. With pyracantha, they've got thorns on them. Just be very careful not to catch yourself on them. Try and go in between where all the leaves are. You're always going to be knocking a couple maybe. So very basic stuff, basic wiring. I'm just trying to show you easily how to do it. So I might have done a little bit there. So I've done a couple of turns. And that should kind of hold for now. Move your fingers along the way. So I've moved my thumb up, my other hand, my left hand up further. I keep wiring with my right. Trying to go in between all the branching, so I don't crush it. So I've done a bit there, so I'll leave that for now. Now I'm going to come back to this one, and I'm going to wire this one. Again, hold with my thumb and pointer finger, and work my way down. Again, make sure they're in between for the foliage and the buds. Go away, fly. So with the one wire, I'm just wiring this tree. It's best to actually, when you wire, to actually direct it towards you, like wire directionally. So I should be facing, this end should be really facing me, but because I want to capture that on camera, I'm just trying to show you what it looks like for you. Alright, so we're just going to go wiring it all the way, pretty straightforward, in between all the turns, in between all the leaves. I try and keep maybe a slightly more smaller distance between each coil. The only reason I like that is because when I want to put really a lot more beams, when I twist this all up, it kind of acts almost like a protective kind of spring in a way I'm almost like raffia, but not exactly, but it just helps to keep the branch together. It doesn't let it split as easily if you have them further apart. So that's the reason why I try and do the coil distance a bit more closer together than having them this far apart. Also just a little bit closer together than normal. Good thing with these pyracanthus is they're alternating. Looks like they're alternating branches, alternating butts, so they don't come out at the same. If a longer branch, they don't come out exactly at the same spot. They come out one here, one here, one here. So that's really good. So it's easy to wire in between. So I just keep wiring, keep wiring. Make sure you guys can see. Keep wiring, keep wiring. Now, the reason I want to do this one is show you that, you know, you might get these really long shoots happening, but don't be wanting to cut them off. Don't be rushed to cut them off. You want to actually, you can use them to, you know, create a nice tree with it, or create some more interest in your tree. And that's the plan today. Don't cut them off. They can be used. We'll finish this guy off. Oh, this has got lots of thorns on this one. Ouch. Ouch. Again. Ah, yes, the fun of fire thorns. Yeah, that's what they call that. It does flower and does fruit, this tree as well, even though it's quite small. Alright, so now it's pretty straightforward. We've got two branches wide, two key ones wide, and now we just want to play with them. We don't want to cut them off. So I was just thinking this kind of needs an apex around here, so that's what I was wanting to do. So maybe I want to create something out here. So I might try and curl this around. So I bent it right around. Although it's a bit of a curl, I am going to fix that up to make it a bit more realistic. But you see how easy that was to wire and move it around? And trying to create, now I'm just trying to create, I want to create that apex in here. So a lot of these, I'm going to try to get a branch growing out here to create that. So good little, you know, way to do it. Okay, so see something like that? Although it looks a bit of a curl at the moment, once these grow out and fill out, this will look quite good. Then you've got the cascading branch. Now, it's such a long branch, we want to bring it back in a bit. So the way to bring it back in is to go zigzagging and back and forward as well. So never forget to actually go backwards, come forwards, side. You can start to compact, bring it closer. I don't know what this is going to look like in the end, but just to show you that it's really easy. Once you've got the wire on it, very easy to bend and shape into place. And you can compact more. looking quite cool. So, you know, from somewhere down here, now it's come all the way back, just from wiring and, you know, bringing it in closer, squishing it more. See that? Really brings it in. Now we've kind of got a nice little cascading effect. You know, let it fill. Now what it does is it grows into that shape, fills out, and becomes much more firmer. This is it's okay, but I might play around with it a bit. I might have to get it to go back and then forward, just to make it look a bit better. But it's also just playing around with it, just trying to create a new apex in this area. You know, I see a nice branch in there that could lead into that. This creates a nice little pad, pad up here, and then we've got a nice new apex in there. Doesn't look spectacular, but I just want to show you, you know, don't be rushed to cut off branches like those big ones. You know, you want to use them, twist them, bring them back on themselves, and create something interesting. And that was the plan focus for today. Just a very simple beginner lesson on one wire, 2 branches, and you pretty much change the whole tree. I mean, it needs a bit of work. I'm not really keen on this apex part, but you just got my idea of how we can create something more interesting by putting wire on it. This is more the interesting part. This, you know, it might be nice in the future, but we'll always change that. But this is the nice twisting, interesting bit there. Okay. All right, nice beginner lesson there. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Very simple, nothing too hard, but don't be scared. It's pretty easy. Put some wire on it, make those coils in between the branching, and then bend it as you like. Be creative sometimes if you can. If you have slightly closer wire distances, coil distances, you should be able to even bend it even more. But yeah, don't cut off the long ones and enjoy. So hope you guys enjoyed that little quick video. Again, beginner session. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See ya.